I am back with another exciting tutorial. We created this 3D model of the lipstick, and in this video we will add material and lighting, and then we will set up good composition for product render. So I will select all three objects, and then I will press Shift D and right click to duplicate. Now press G and then Y and just move it over here, and now I will rotate it. So tap R, Y and 90, and now I will press 3 for the side view. Press GZ and just move it, and also I will select this first set and press 3 and GZ and just move it up, so they both are in the same plane. And now again I will select the other one and press G and X and just move it little bit backward. And now I will press Shift A, mesh, and take a cube. Press S to just scale it up like that, and GZ, just move it down and press 3. Just place it under the product. Now press 7 for the top view and press G and just move it over here. Okay, and I will grab this and just move it slightly somewhere near that. So this is our basic placement. I will select this cube and press tab and just make it wider, and also stretch this out as well. Now we will set up camera, so let's quickly create a camera. So press Shift A and select camera, and press 0 for the camera view, and press N for the sidebar, and go to view, and here we can toggle camera to view. So now we can adjust our camera by looking through. And now let's go to camera setting and change the focal length to 100 mm, and let's get some nice angle. This looks nice to me. Let's zoom out a little bit and we are good to go. Now let's toggle this camera to view so we don't accidentally lose our composition. So first we will add materials to our model. So let's select this ground plane and go to material tab and press new and double click to rename and name it ground. And now we will select the base color and I will just make it black. I will just select this cap and just hide that, and select this one, also hide that. Now select this lipstick and create new material, and I will call it lipstick, and here I am going to make it dark red tone like that. And now I will select the other one and then select this one and press Ctrl L and select link materials. This will link these two materials. And now I will select outer shell and create new material, and here I will rename it to chrome. Let's make it fully metallic and set roughness to around 0.1 for now. Now select this one and shift select other one and Ctrl L and select link material. So now these two materials are of chrome, and now let's unhide that top cover, and I will select this one and create new material. Double click on that and name it glass, and I will also make it little dark red color. And now I am going to change the surface shader to glass BSDF. So now this material will have transparency, and now I will decrease the roughness to around 0.1, and I will select this and shift select this, Ctrl L and just link materials. So now we are pretty much done with the base material shading for now. So let's create a new view. So I will go to this corner and click and drag it over to create a new view. We will use left side to see our camera. So click on left section and press 0 for camera view, and I will press Ctrl B and select our render region. So we only render our camera view to save some rendering power. Also we can set up the resolution for our render view. So inside render properties we can select render engine and device to GPU or CPU, and here on output setting we can set up the resolution we want to render. I am going to set it to, you can change it to vertical if you want to make a social media post. So 1080 by 1920. So this will create a resolution for social media. For now I am going to set it to 2000 by 2000. And now we can just go to here and select viewport shading as rendered. So this is our render view, and in the overlay tab I will just uncheck the floor so we don't have any distractions in our view. And now we can just drag it to left and here in this view. Now we can work on right view and see our output in the left side. So first I am going to tone down that background color. So I am going to that world tab, and here in the colors I am going to set it to almost black, very dark value like 0.05. So I just barely see our product. And now I'm going to create some reflective planes to reflect some light onto our chrome material. I don't want to add the light at this point. So let's first add a plane, and I will press Shift A and go to mesh and create a plane. So this is our plane. I'm going to the top view and press 7 and press G and X and move it over here, and S and X just scale it like that, and S and Y and make it little thin. And now I will press R, press Y and just rotate it and press 90. This will rotate this into 90 degree. And I will select this one and just go to the material, and here I will select the surface shader to emission, and now I will just press G and Z and just move it up like that. And also I can just move it over here just to get that nice reflection on our chrome. So let's adjust the sweet spot for good reflection. Select plane again and press 7 for top view. Shift D duplicate and just move it over here. Press R to rotate it into 90 degree. And now we can just move to adjust the reflection on the other side. We can see some highlights over here. And I don't want this to illuminate our glass part. So I will just press S and Z and just scale it down, and GZ and just move it down. Also for this one I will just scale GZ and just scale and move it down as well. So this creates this nice highlight, and I want some lighting to illuminate that ground part. So let's add one more area light. So Shift A, light, and add area light. Press GZ and move it up. And press S to scale it more. And now I will rotate it and find a good spot to illuminate our ground plane. Let's select our light, and in light settings decrease the spread, and I will make it 0 and decrease the size. Also I will bump up the power to like 200 and exposure to like 10 or 3. And now we can just find some interesting light position. Okay, I like this position. And now select light and toggle the light temperature and just give it like 4000 for nice warm color, and press GZ and just move it down, and press S and X and scale it up. And to illuminate our top glass material, create a new light, and I will take a spotlight and I will place it behind our product to get some really interesting backlighting, and press 7 for the top view and move it over here. Press double R and just point it on our product, which is our glass part. And now I will decrease the light angle and this light exposure to like 1 and the power to 200. Let's bump up the exposure more and move the light up. And now we will get this really interesting effect on our glass. Right now our glass is too transparent, so let's select this glass material and just turn up that roughness. And go to the color and make it like dark red, something like this one. And now we got some really nice highlight, and we can select this plane and just move it to adjust the reflections. Now I will make one more area light, so press Shift A, light and area light, and just move it up and decrease its spread and increase the exposure. And now let's set up the position. This position looks good to create nice highlight on that edge, and I'm going to decrease the power. And again I will duplicate that light with Shift D and right click, press G and move it over here, and press R and Z and just rotate it like 90 degree. So this light create that fill effect to show minor details. We can just toggle on and off, and this also creating this nice highlight on this corner as well. And now I want some light to reflect on this part as well. So I will select this one and press Shift D and right click and press 7 and press G and just move it over here and rotate. And I will just press G and Z and just take it over here. And press G and Z, move little down. So now we are getting this plane in front of our camera, so we can just hide these all the plane from our camera view. So I will select this one and go to object setting. In the visibility tab I can go to ray visibility and uncheck that camera option. And if you don't want this one to generate shadows, then we can just remove the shadow as well. And we can do same for all our planes. So now we only see those highlights, and now I can increase the highlights. So go to material setting and increase the strength of this emission like that, and also to increase this reflection all the way to top, press S and Z and just scale it up. So this will create this nice effect. And if we want highlight that inner lipstick part in our composition, to do that we can just move this top cap, and now I can adjust these plane accordingly. Let's scale this, and I will select local from this transform orientation. Now press S and Y to make it wide and decrease the strength. So right now these two lights are linked, so I will select this one and press this number to make it separate, and now we can just decrease the brightness to this separately. And also let's select this lipstick and move it up to get some really nice shot of this as well. And we can adjust the highlight from this back area light like that. And now I will rotate this, and now I can adjust the highlights. We can just move these planes to find some nice highlights. So now let's select our camera, and in the camera settings enable depth of field, and now we can just zoom in and adjust the focus to our object to get the focus on our product. And then you can decrease the f-stop to get some shallow depth of field. And now we can adjust the brightness of the light and materials, just fine tune to get the results you like. And now let's make a good background to enhance the composition. Let's modify this base cube, so press tab for edit mode, select face mode and these two faces, and press X to delete, and now go to edge mode and select these two edges. Now press E and Z to extrude it up so that it will cover our whole background. And now I will select these corner edges and press Ctrl B to bevel. Press tab again to exit the edit mode and right click and shade smooth. And now we have a nice background, and let's give it some light to bounce on. So now let's select this background, and in the material give it nice red color. Let's select this light and press Shift D, right click to duplicate in place. And now let's set up a good position for this as well. Something like this. And so now let's turn off all these overlays and render this beautiful product shot. So press F12 on the keyboard to start rendering this product. In the next video we will do some animation for this product. Hope you have learned something, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.